Welcome. For today's video, I had a request on what to do when someone catches your leg when you're going for, say, a roundhouse, just a kick, a push kick, and they latch onto that leg. What do? Let me show you. You're in position, you're about to throw that roundhouse. Oh, but to catch it. Voila, my assistant caught the leg that I threw with this powerful kick of mine. It's now caught. I can't get it out. What do I do from here? I'm going to show you the one I use almost every single time and then show you 3 more options after that. Stay tuned to the end of the video to see them all. Leave in the comments which one you think is more effective and if you use any other ideas so we can all learn from one another. Let's get started. I just threw a powerful roundhouse, but my opponent was anticipating it. He saw it coming. She saw it coming from a mile away. It doesn't matter. Alright, they caught my leg. I'm stuck here now doing this little funny game of bouncing back and forth. Alright, I'm not sure if any of you have ever done this and you try to still keep fighting maybe from here. Alright, that's an option. Let me show you what I do. Everyone, my go-to option is to push that leg that's caught, whether it's the left, right, doesn't matter. Push it down and through whatever gap is available that your opponent might leave in the socket, okay? And they might have something more like this wrapped around your leg. Alright, but there's a good probability that you're able to push through still to then bring that foot down again. You're closing up the space, so you have to realize that maybe you want to come down with a punch just to distract your opponent because now you're closing up the distance. You might have to get ready to throw it down here inside the pocket for a little bit. And there goes my assistant. I just want to show you the fine and dandy patchwork that my assistant and I have done. As you can see, we should be good to go. So that's right, everyone. You can push your kick down, close your distance with your opponent, and you have to be ready to either push off, come off to the side, okay? Be ready to come with some hits to distract the opponent to then get your distance. Or, you know, you can always hang in the pocket if that's your game too. But yes, you will be closing the distance. So this is one of the scarier ones to start doing at the beginning, is because now you're having to be closer to your opponent. But I use it a lot, you know, and a lot of opponents don't really expect to get that distance closed off like that sometimes. You do throw them off and that might give them a little bit of anxiety. That might throw them off a little bit. Just real quick, when you push that leg down, you're coming with force, all right? Now that little pocket, that little latch that they had has now a big old leg coming through. So hopefully that is all that you need to get them to let go. All right, we're pretty much hanging by a thread here, but let me show you the next ones. The next one is, what if you're trying to push through, but your opponent has closed up that space, has put their elbow to their ribs, so now it's closed off, it's pinched off like a wedge. You can't really push through anymore. A little trick that might work is push through, right? If you're trying to push through, meet that resistance, push through for about 2 to 3 seconds so that their muscles get used to holding that wedge and they're trying to squeeze and hold tight. While they're trying to squeeze and hold tight, that's when you pull your leg out. So I'm trying to squeeze through, but I can't. So I'm going to pull my leg out. And that might work just because they're not really putting attention on covering the top, right? On covering the area where you can escape from if you're trying to pull out from. They're now just pinching this little area for you to go through. That's where their attention is. So now it's a lot easier to maybe pull that leg out. Relax that foot a little bit when it comes out. Then hopefully you're able to get it out. You might have to do that weird hop where you pull out, you know, and you're here just kind of hopping, trying to get your balance back. That's option number 2. You ready for option number 3? Option number 3 is yes, just to try to pull out right away. If that's available, go for it. Sometimes you can just move your leg back and forth. All right, get them to squeeze their muscles in different areas, and you can find a pocket where eventually they're not protecting anymore, if that makes sense. If I'm squirming my leg back and forth, trying to push through, trying to push out, that's going to make them adjust here and there over here. So you can maybe find that second where you don't feel resistance anymore. And once you don't feel resistance, you can either push through or pull all the way out. And your opponent here has it all locked up. What do you do now for option number 4? You can come in with some punches. Come in with some punches, okay? Trying to keep your balance, bounce around. Sometimes that's enough to get your opponent to be like, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I need to protect myself, protect my face. Let go of this leg, it's not worth it anymore. And you can't really push your leg through and you can't pull out either. You come with some distractions and hopefully enough to make them drop that leg like that. Proof right there, science. That's all I have to say about it. Like this video if you learned something, and listen up, put in the comments what else you could do, what you do personally, what you've seen get done to get that leg back to you, to get your stance back, to get your balance, whatever it is. Alright, this was a request that I had from a viewer, so maybe other viewers have the same question. If you ask a question that you have, or put in your input, we can all honestly learn from one another. So this could help everyone out. Put in the comments what you think, what you believe should be done, or what else could be done. Subscribe to the channel for more content. This upcoming week, I plan on posting several videos, so stay tuned for that. Much love, everyone. Until next time.